Guys, so a few weeks ago I recreated a few hairstyles from a authentic Victorian hairstyling manual. It's a book that I found online, written by a hairstylist at the time, who explains how to do several different popular hairstyles. In those videos, or actually in the comments, you guys remarked that those hairstyles were actually surprisingly wearable, and I definitely agree, and I think that they could be made completely wearable with a few minor adjustments. So that's what I'm gonna do today actually. I'm gonna take that first hairstyle that I recreated back then, and I'm going to adapt it in a way that it is wearable for 2019 wear. I feel like the hairstyle as it is, like the Victorian one, is wearable enough actually for maybe like super formal events or things like that, but I want to make it wearable for more casual wear today, so that's kind of the look we're going for. Things that I have gathered around me are my kind of typical Victorian hairstyling tools, I guess. So I have some hair extensions here, because I'm gonna need a lot of hair, and I have a curling iron and some hair accessories. I think actually the first thing I'm gonna do is apply these hair extensions. Extensions were a big thing in the Victorian era, people were crazy about them, and big hair is still a trend nowadays, so I feel like, you know, this is a good segue we have here. So I'm just gonna apply 2 strips to the back of my head. Okay, there's a little bit more hair, just what I need. So the hairstyle had the center of the hair pulled back, then a braid running across the front, and then these 2 sections were used to cover up the ends of the braid. So I think I'm pretty much just going to do the same thing. I'm going to start by doing the whole kind of up part, and then I'm going to curl my hair just so that I don't curl any hair unnecessarily that doesn't need to be curled to save time and hair damage. I'm going to clip this away for now. And then for my bangs, I'm actually just going to take those and bobby pin them down, because my braid is going to go over this little section of hair, so you won't be able to see that bobby pin. Right here, this is going to be the hair that's going to cover up my braid. So I'm going to go pretty much from that bobby pin actually, down to my ear. Separate that out. And then I'm just going to quickly tie up the back of my hair here, because we don't need that right now. For my actual braid, last time I used one that was made entirely out of false hair, and I think I'm actually going to do the same thing, but in a little bit of a different way. So I have more of those hair extensions here. I kind of piled them on top of each other into a very compact little thing. So let me just brush this through. If your hair is a little bit thicker than mine, then you might be able to get away with taking a strand of hair from right here. I'm braiding that and using that, but as you can see, my hair isn't gonna cut it for this purpose. I'm gonna just clip this hair in, secure it. And I think I'm actually gonna add some bobby pins here just to make sure this is really secure. So then I'm just gonna braid this. Now, of course, the major difference between this braid and the Victorian one is that this one is of a much more natural and kind of normal size, I guess. So you don't need to braid all the way down until halfway down. This section should be enough, because we're going to cover it up anyway. So I'm going to tie it off there. And then I'm going to bobby pin this down as well. I'm just going to take 2 pins and I'm going to cross over each other into an X. It's kind of the most secure way to pin down a braid. There we go, just like that. And then it's time to take my hair. I'm going to pull it back, give it a little twist upwards, and then pin it down right behind my braid. It's looking a little something like that. So same thing on this side, and secure it. Okay, I think I'm gonna need to secure this little piece of hair with some bobby pins as well, because that's prone to sliding off. Just gonna slide a pin in there. Don't want this little parting to show, so I'm just gonna pull out some hair there. That's better. I'm gonna let down the back of my hair. And now it's time to curl this. Now, of course, the Victorian hairstyle featured lots of little ringlets. That's not a very modern look. I'm gonna go for something a little bit more natural, but I am definitely going to curl my hair, so I'm just using this very small curling iron to create curls that are still pretty tight and that can survive a bit of brushing out, because I do plan on doing that for a modern look again. So I'm going to curl my hair a little bit more casually as well, so I'm basically just pulling my hair to the front on both sides. I'm gonna take my little heat resistant glove here just to be sure. And I'm just going to start taking sections from the back and curling them. I'm going to make sure my sections are nice and small so that my curls come out tight. I'm going to hold it in my hands for a few seconds to give it a little bit of time to cool down. And then I'm going to let go of the curl behind my back so that I have a clear view of which hair is already curled and which isn't yet. So I'm going to alternate directions just as I did with the Victorian hairstyle, because that gives a very nice look in modern curling as well. But this is going to take a while, so I'm just going to do this and then I will be back to show you the next step. Hair is curled, and at this point it looks pretty much exactly like the authentic Victorian hairstyle, but I promise we're going to change that. So I'm actually just going to run my fingers through these curls first, and I feel like that's already going to make a huge difference in how modern this looks. You know what, guys? I was planning on brushing out these curls, but on second thought, I don't think I'm going to. I want to still keep a little bit of that spiral curly action so that it maybe emulates that Victorian era a little bit better. I am, however, a little bit bothered by this bobby pin showing. I'm just gonna pop that in a little bit more of a subtle way. Yeah, that's much better. Alright, so I think we are almost there. Now the last thing I need to do is find a substitute for that embellishment. In the original tutorial you suggest adding a big piece of jewelry, but for the purpose of bringing this to 2019, I am going to add a hair clip. And this is one that's embellished with faux pearls and some gold. I feel like this looks pretty Victorian, so I'm just gonna add that in the place where it should be approximately according to the image. So I'm just popping it in right in front of the braid. And this hair that's covering the end of my braid is going to cover the end of my clip as well. And there we go! Here is my modern take on the Victorian hairstyle from Mark Campbell's self-instructor in the art of hairstyling. I think this looks really, really nice, and honestly, I think I'm gonna take the clip out because that's a bit much for me on a normal casual day, but I think I'm just gonna keep wearing this for the rest of the day. I keep going back and forth with this, but I'm wondering how it looks if I do brush out these curls. So I'm just gonna do it, not too much though. I don't want to turn this into a brush out. Oh, that is much more my style though. Yeah, I really like this. Yeah, this does look just a little bit more natural, and I do actually think I like it better this way. So this is going to be my final look, guys. Let me just move my mirror over to the side so you can get a look at the whole thing. Here it is from the back, it's just pretty much curls. This would be really nice for a special occasion, but I think without the clip it would be very wearable just in day-to-day life as well. So this is probably how I'm going to be wearing it for the rest of the day. Let me know if this is something you would like me to do more often, pulling historical or vintage hairstyles into the modern era. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for loads more beauty and lifestyle content. If you'd like to support me through Patreon or my merch store, there will be links in the description box below. Thank you so much for your support. There is another video here that I think you might also enjoy. You can go watch next. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!